An opt-out organ donor system which will save hundreds of lives a year will be launched in 2020, the government announces today. Ministers will bring in a scheme of presumed consent in a bid to tackle the shortage of organs. The system is a huge victory for our sister paper The Daily Mirror and its Change the Law for Life campaign. Today the government confirmed that the legislation will be referred to as Max's Law, after 10-year-old Max Johnson, who was saved by a heart transplant and fronted our campaign. It comes after Theresa May revealed she had been moved by the 2-year crusade and backed our call for change. Today ministers unveil details of the new system. Health Minister Jackie Doyle-Price said a government consultation on the reform received an overwhelmingly positive response from the public. Max Johnson received a heart from Kira Ball, who died in a car accident, and this inspired the Max's Law campaign. Image Andy Stenning, Daily Mirror. The likes of young Kira Ball, who lost her own life in an accident, have given life to others through organ donations. Image Daily Mirror. She said, "We've had 17,000 responses, which is unprecedented. This is an issue that has captured the public's imagination with overwhelming support for the changes. We believe that by making these changes we can save as many as 700 more lives every year." The Daily Mirror called for everyone in the UK to be a potential donor unless they chose to opt out. Wales already has that system and Scotland has agreed to follow. Under the proposals, the wishes of families and next of kin would continue to be respected, so organs will not be removed without the backing. Ms. Doyle-Price also stressed that organ donation will remain a gift, adding, "I want to encourage people who wish to give life in the event of the death to take time to record the wishes and discuss it with the family." Organ donations from individuals will now be decided on opt-out basis. Image Daily Mirror. The donor register will include an option for individuals to state religious and cultural beliefs to ensure they are respected. The changes are expected to begin in England in spring 2020. Under 18s, people who lack the mental capacity to understand the changes, and those who have not lived in England for at least 12 months before their death will be excluded from the plans. Research shows that 82% of Brits support organ donation, but only 37% have recorded the wishes. Max's Law aims to minimize this gap so the decision does not fall to grieving families when a patient's wish is unknown. Currently, less than half of families give consent for a loved one's organs to be donated if they are unaware of the wishes. Those who do not wish to donate their organs will still be able to record the decision on the NHS Organ Donor Register. Fiona Loud, of Kidney Care UK, said, "For the 25,000 patients on dialysis in England, this means hope and a new future." Simon Gillespie, of the British Heart Foundation, added, "Introducing an opt-out system will give hope to those currently waiting for a transplant." Talk to your family about your wishes by Dan Jarvis, Labour MP. I welcome the announcement of a new system of consent for organ donation. The public have looked at the evidence and are now ready for change. Every year, hundreds of people are missing out on life-saving and life-changing organ transplants. This is a tragedy. But it is even more heartbreaking to know that this is happening because families are at a time of huge shock and grief, unsure as to the wishes of the loved ones. I have long believed that as a country we can do more to help those in need of organ transplants. The best way to do this is to increase the number of potential donors through the introduction of an opt-out system of organ donation. Any change will have to be accompanied by a strong set of safeguards to ensure that no one's organs were donated against their wishes. And there would also need to be a public awareness campaign to inform people of the change and to encourage more people to become potential organ donors. But as long as this is done, and now that the public have been consulted, England should move quickly to an opt-out system of organ donation like the one in Wales. In the meantime, I would urge everyone to discuss their choices with their loved ones and, if they have not already done so, sign up to the organ donor register today. Join the NHS organ donor register here. The family of Kira Ball, whose heart was donated to Max Johnson. Image Daily Mirror. Andy Stenning, Crash Girl, 9, saved 4 lives by Jeremy Armstrong. The parents of the little girl who gave her heart to save Mirror boy Max Johnson last night hailed the new organ donation law. The heart of Kira Ball, 9, was given to Max last August after she died in a car accident near her home in Barnstable, Devon, on July 30th. She saved 4 lives. 2 adults received her kidneys, and her pancreas and liver went to another little boy, while Max got her heart. Kira's father, trained fitter Joe, 35, made the donation decision alone because her mum Loanna, 34, was drifting in and out of consciousness after the crash. Joe said he was inspired by Kira's desire to help others throughout her life. Within hours of his decision, Kira's heart was taken to Newcastle upon Tyne to save Max, who had waited 6 months for a transplant to replace his dangerously enlarged heart. Kira helped to save several lives after she died in a car accident. Image Daily Mirror. Loanna, 34, who also has Keely, 13, Caitlin, 12, and Bradley, 8, said, "This is such a terrible time of year for us, the anniversary of the crash. But seeing how well Max is doing gives us all a massive lift." She added that they were blessed to have Max's family in their lives. Marketing expert Emma, 48, civil servant Paul, 45, and Max's brother Harry, 13, of Winsford, Cheshire. Joe and Loanne met Max this week at the Devon show, where he helped raise funds for the charity, inspired by Kira, to boost organ donation. Loanna said, "Looking at Max's pictures from a year ago has made us aware that if it was not for Joe's decision, Max wouldn't be here now." Joe said, "Max made a speech and it was so moving. It is his heart anniversary but also the day we lost Kira, so there are many memories. We did a heart-shaped cake for him and we know there will always be that bond between our families." The families have given permission for pictures of Kira and Max to be used in awareness campaigns next year. Kira lives on in this new organ donation law, said Loanna.